What's going on, guys? Miller Killer 310 back here with another video, man. But before I hop into today's video, guys, please hit that like and hit that subscribe because it greatly helps out the channel. So, without any further ado, let's hop into the meat and potatoes of today's video, huh? Alright, guys. Season 2 has dropped for Black Ops 7. And, you know, Black Ops 7, you know, it's got a little free-to-play weekend and stuff like that, you know, for, you know, a lot of people to come in and check out Black Ops 7, right? And I want to compare it to something. You guys remember back in the old days, like Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, MW3, you know, back when they would release that, hey, the Christmas noobs are coming, you know, go easy on them sort of deal. And then you'd pretty much just go pub stomp for, like, maybe a weekend before these Christmas noobs started catching the hang of the game, and then they started, like, giving you some fierce comp, right? Well, this free-to-play weekend has genuinely felt like a Christmas noob weekend, man. You know, where you kind of get into the game, and you're not really getting pummeled, you know, as much as normal. Like, you're not really getting all the sweats, right? Now, don't get me wrong, there's still skill-based matchmaking in the open playlist, right? We all know. But what's been interesting, man, is that, you know, I've hopped on and I've been doing, you know, really, really good. Like, these kind of like free-to-play noobs, we'll call them, have essentially kind of given this game a little bit of quality of life, right? It kind of feels like it's an open mosh pit, right? Because the game doesn't feel so, like, terrible, right? It doesn't feel like every, you know, match I'm just getting stuck, you know, in Sweatfest Central, you know, and then kind of go down the corner to the mild, relaxed lobbies, and then, you know, right back up the corner to Sweatfest Central, right? You know, and it kind of feels fun to play, but, like, the only sad part about this is, man, is you know that this is going to end, if not, if I'm not mistaken, but at the time of posting this video, it will end tomorrow, maybe around, like, 12 o'clock or something like that. I'm not really too sure, but what's been really fun is just how much, you know, stuff has kind of gone into the game to make this free-to-play weekend awesome, man. And it's just interesting to see that, you know, because of Season 2 releasing, they want to try to get more numbers in, right? And, you know, as we currently know, if you didn't know this, but I think for a lot of people who keep up with gaming news, you will know that Battlefield 6 is not doing too hot right now. I feel like DICE has kind of dropped the ball on it. They are still in Season 1. Literally nothing has come to Battlefield 6, right? I feel like this game has completely just got abandoned. You know, at one point it felt really good, and then, you know, all these updates start coming, and the game just seemingly went downhill. And I hopped on it yesterday, and it was just nothing but the, you know, max level Battlefield sweats, right? So I hopped on Black Ops 7, and it's just been a, you know, night and day difference as to seeing why, you know, Black Ops 6 is, or excuse me, Black Ops 7 is a little bit more enjoyable right now than Battlefield 6, right? You know, everyone kind of left Battlefield 6. Everyone hopped on Black Ops 7, right? You see how, like, fluctuating between those noobs kind of gives you that more generalized area so you can go in and pub stomp, you can go in and have fun, you know. Hey, pub stomping is great, but, you know, there's only so far you'd go before you just kind of get bored of pub stomping, right? But, you know, with all these, like, free-to-play noobs coming into the game, it's giving it some life, man. And I like to see that for Call of Duty. It's, you know, weird to talk about Call of Duty positively now, if I'm being honest. But I like talking about positive Call of Duty side of things. And this, I think, is one of them, right? When you open up, you know, the free-to-play stuff to everyone, and people can kind of hop in and play it, right? It kind of starts to feel a lot like the old CODs. Like, if you remember, you know, even with 2019, you know, Cold War, MW2, MW3, like, those free-to-play weekends, man, they just kind of gave, like, life to the game for a little bit, and then they just disappeared. Like, it was back to the norm, right? And I feel like this is something that's just kind of been a little positive, right? The positive side of Black Ops is that, you know, positive side of Call of Duty in general is that we're getting more people open to this stuff, right? And, you know, I kind of go back and play a little bit of the older CODs here and there, but I kind of just been stuck playing this because, you know, it's kind of been enjoyable, which is weird to say, right? Because I didn't have this much fun with Black Ops. Like, don't get me wrong, the game can still be furiously and like frustrating and throw me right into the wolves then, you know, and whatever. But it's just been fun to hop on and play a game where, you know, there's clearly a varying, you know, different skill bracket. Like there's all types of levels of skill in the match. Whereas compared to like, you know, when this is going to end, it's just going to be your skill bracket, right? Even though it's an open mosh pit and, you know, people, you know, should clearly be on different skill levels, right? Look, it's fun to see, you know, and like I said, I compare it back to those Christmas mornings when you know, hop on and you know that tons of people are going to be level 1 in the lobby, and that's kind of like what we're seeing. I'm seeing a bunch of low levels, you know, obviously getting hold of the game. Now, I ain't gonna lie, some of these dudes are low levels, and they probably just never played COD in a hot minute and hop back on, you know, right back to the, you know, Sweatfest Central, man. But, you know, for the most part, man, it's just nice to see that Call of Duty's trying to, like, open up its horizons. And as of right now, it's definitely doing a good thing for the game. It's doing a good thing for the community right now because it's giving us all a little break. Whereas Battlefield 6 has just kind of been dropping the ball, right? I was enjoying Battlefield 6. Now I'm not. Now I'm enjoying Black Ops 7. Like, you see what I'm saying, man? So, look, ladies and gentlemen, essentially, you know, it's good to see, right? Again, it's weird to talk positive about Call of Duty, but, you know, we got something good going for it this time around. Ladies and gentlemen, other than that, that is all I have for you today. Look, if you're new here to the channel, please drop a like and hit that subscribe because it greatly supports me on the channel and helps me grow a little bit, and also helps get this video pushed out in YouTube, right? But, ladies and gentlemen, other than that, that is all I have for you here today. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.
Not. It's Corvus.